All right, welcome back, guys. Today we're taking a look at our final top RV for beginners of this series. This is the Forest River Salem Cruise Lite 240 BHXL. And this camper is going to take the #1 spot as the best camper for beginners. So this camper is 29 feet long. It's a little under 5,400 pounds. It sleeps up to 8 people. It has 1 slide out, and it comes with an outdoor kitchen and has dual entry. So it's got 2 doors to enter from. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. All right, everyone, now that we're on the inside, let's go over a few things that come on the interior of this camper. So we do have a king size bed with Versatilt, which means that it will retract up and extend out, so you can save some space that way. It does also come with this large U-shaped dinette, and then it does over here have a large pantry as well. It's especially large for the size of this unit, with it only being 29 feet long. And it does also have these bunks behind me as well, which helps accommodate the up to 8 people. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it does have a dual entry, which means it does come with its main entrance and also an entrance back here over towards the bathroom. So what's really nice about that is if you're looking at this camper and you have a big family, or you like to go rough it in the mountains, stuff like that, where you're gonna get dirty, kids are gonna get dirty, stuff like that, you can just enter in through your other entry straight into the bathroom, get cleaned off, stuff like that. So that's great if you have kids, or if you're used to being muddy when you come back to the camper. All right, so let's get started here in the bedroom. Like I said, this is a king bed, and it does have the Versatilt, which I can go ahead and demonstrate how that's done now. Alright, so after seeing the Versatilt, it does really save you kind of a lot of room right here. You know, it does make it to where you can walk through. And then you do have this overhead storage, as well as these cabinets next to the bed as well. And then there is storage under the bed. What's nice is there is a nice little step here, which does make it easier to get in the bed. And then there are accessible USB ports and outlets as well on both sides. So if you do have like a CPAP machine, or if you want an alarm clock or something like that, those are good spots to go ahead and put those. So off into the rest of this camper, which you guys kind of already saw. But here is our entertainment system. We do have a bunch of storage shelves up here, which is nice. You can put whatever decorations up there. Or, I mean, you could put snacks there too, whatever's nice. Then down here we do have a fireplace. And then we do have the TV as well. And you do get these little storage compartments, which could be nice for remotes, stuff like that. So kind of facing over here, we do have this U-shaped dinette that I mentioned, and then we do have this large pantry. One thing that is kind of hard to find is having this large style pantry in units that are under 30 foot. Another thing that's tough is finding units that are this length that can also sleep up to 8 people. And in our blog that kind of discusses this unit, I also mentioned the Salem 26 Ice and 28 VBXL, which are very similar floor plans to this one. They both sleep 8 and 9 people, but those also have one slide out. The main difference is both of those come with a dinette, but they also have like a lounge sofa area. And in the 28 VBXL, instead of the bunks, it does come with like another room essentially that has bunks in it. The 26 Ice does have the same setup here with this style of bunk. But what's nice is they do have these privacy curtains as well, and then there is a lot of storage down below that is accessible. So let me go ahead and kind of show you guys how this dinette converts into a bed. So it is pretty simple. You just take the tabletop, pull it out. There's going to be these 2 pulls. You'll just take each of those out, set them to the side, or there will be enough room you can set them under the table as well. And you'll just take the table, turn it, set it right here, and it will go all the way that way. And then you'll just fill it with the cushions and stuff. And then it turns into a bed. I'm going to put it back. Just take the easy everything down here. And yeah, it's as simple as that. All right, so let's move kind of into the kitchen area now. So we do have a decent amount of storage. We have this big area for under the sink, a little spot for a trash can. Then we've got this drawer. And up here we've got 2 little cabinets. Then we do have a pretty large sink. Once again, this pulls out for getting all those dishes and everything. And then we do have a little oven here, as well as a 3-burner cooktop. And then something unique, oh, I almost missed this. This would be great for like spices and stuff. But one thing that is unique about some of these 2025 models, especially in these cruise lights, is they come with like this garage door style opener for the microwave. So this is your Furrion microwave, pretty standard size microwave. And then yeah, this just comes back down and boom. And then we do also have a Furrion fridge over here. Pretty good size. And we do have the freezer there as well. And then lastly on the inside, let's take a look at this bathroom. So we do have pretty standard vanity. We do get the accent lighting around here. I don't have this plugged in right now, so that's kind of why you can't see it. And then we do have the shower as well. And then as I had mentioned, we do have this extra door, which does make it great because you can just walk in, head straight to that shower. Then we also do have a standard foot flush toilet in it as well. And with that, let's go ahead and take a deeper look at the outside. All right, now that we're on the outside, over here we do have the electric tongue jack, so you don't have to manually crank it. And then over here we do have a fully pass-through storage. I don't have that other side open on there, but it is a complete pass-through. What is nice is we do have these dry erase surfaces, so if you have any notes or if you want to do any fun drawings right there. If you want reminders of what you need to put in there when you're going on a trip, that'd be great for that. Then we do have a single awning, power awning on this 240 BHXL. It is 18 feet long. We do have the nice step above steps with a 500-pound weight capacity. Here's a couple other specs. Just kind of take a look at for the Salem cruise lights. And then we do have this nice little grab handle with the freshwater connection in the background. Then right here, I can't get it open all the way, but I guess I could show you guys because we have a slide out in the way of another camper. But this is the outdoor kitchen. It does come with a mini fridge and a griddle and some counter space as well, which is nice. And then over here we do have the TV kind of backer mount, and then we do have a couple outlets there as well for cooking outside. And then we do have the JBL speakers, which is pretty nice. This is relatively on the newer models. It's a great partnership that JBL and Forest River have. Makes the quality just that much better. Then so kind of heading around here, we'll take a look at the one slide. And the other side of the pass-through storage. And then here's kind of what the back looks like. Shameless plug, I guess. But here we do have the Furrion Vision S camera, backup camera prep, which is great. Saves you some money if you end up wanting to install a backup camera. We do that here, or you know, if you're brave enough to try it on your own, you can go ahead and do that. We also sell those here. Then we do have the city water connection and the black tank flush as well around the back here. So yeah, that about covers it for the 240 BHXL. I will have links to our blog to kind of show you guys all the top 4 units for beginners, and then I will have this one linked in the description, and I will link the 26 ICE and the 28 VBXL. And with that, that's about it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next video.